The subject we have today, digitalization, and we'll come into what that actually is again either a cloud with a silver lining or maybe sunshine with some thunder in the back. Or to put it differently, everything has a cost and has an advantage, or the glass is half full, the glass is half empty. And it's exactly this ambiguity that we should also work with. The fact that there are tremendous opportunities at our feet, but also problems, risks, dilemmas, and so on. The European policy basically says that we have the digital in four rooms or realms, or four pillars, if you want. So it's about digital infrastructure, it's about digital education, it's about digitalization in the business sphere, and it's about the digital in the governance and public sectors. Now, food and agriculture cuts across all this.
So to navigate through this twilight zone, we will look at through five lenses, to do this in a more responsible and finally successful way. So first we will look at business models and the data economy. Secondly, responsible data sharing. Third, digital inclusiveness. Fourth, integrative artificial intelligence. And finally, cross-sectoral integration. So let's have a closer look at these different lenses. I would say that one important recommendation is that digital innovation projects in the twilight zone need an integrated approach with constant interaction between all relevant stakeholders, supported by these multiple disciplines. Looking through these five lenses also that I presented. And secondly, to build up a structural ecosystem facilitated by aligning public and private funding instruments.
We are aware of the huge potential for digitalization in agriculture, in the primary production, but also for the whole food system. I think in our policies, we have a lot of hooks to support these policies, financially, but also skills training.
Maybe phrase it at Evan, a question that came in, I stated in the beginning from Yuka Cardoles, asking if these new technologies and new trainings maybe also draw in new people into the agricultural sector. Maybe people moving, young people moving from the cities to the outskirts of not all moving into the cities. Do you see a trend going on already there?
This is a big issue, and I'm very happy to be given the opportunity to get on my soapbox about this. I do a lot of spend a lot of time talking to high school students and interacting with high school students in Canada and elsewhere. And I personally think it's crazy that more students aren't flooding into this sector of the economy. First of all, I hope everyone on the audience is convinced by now, if they weren't before, that this is one of the most innovative and technologically interesting sectors of the economy.
The central theme of this discussion, that governance is crucial. And governance means indeed, at what level do we want a person or persons or instance or structures to intervene, and what kind of governance do we want to have here ideally? And I think the question of designing governance, we don't usually call it that way, but it's going to be really important. It's really about culture. It's really about changing people's minds, changing our society, changing the way we live, and changing the way we farm and produce food.